one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Chicago Bears.
Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff portion.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
On the pickup.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Play action now. Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Bridgewater. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Looked like man coverage, able to read it there on the outside for the completion. That'll be something to track as the game goes along here.
It certainly will, and there's so many different ways that they will try to figure out whether they're in man or zone. Sometimes you'll run a guy in motion to see if someone runs with him. Other times you'll empty out the backfield, spread it out, and see if everyone comes out and matches up. In any event, anytime you see man coverage, you tell your guys you've got to win those matchups, because if you do, you'll get the football and probably for a nice game.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Bridgewater finds a seam inside the 40. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. To throw, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Rosas' kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 26. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's Trubisky. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Trubisky. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
It's 3rd down.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is taken at about the 14. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing is Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st.
Catch there by Robbie Anderson, and we all know he's got the speed to get behind any defense. What I think is underrated about his game is his toughness and his belief in self. Robbie Anderson was an undrafted free agent who's turned into a big-time player in the NFL, and now landing in Carolina reunites him with his college coach, Matt Rule, when they were together at Temple.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
We saw it at Stanford. It does not surprise me to see it here in the NFL as well. This is one elusive young man.
He set the NCAA record in 2015, 3,864 all-purpose yards.
Listen, after watching that move, I just called for the trainer. I think I pulled a hammy just watching him.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Bridgewater. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Bridgewater to throw it. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating when we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Rosa sets to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carried by the running back. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run forward with Montgomery. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They try again with Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Good. Makes the score Panthers 10, Bears 7. Eddie Pinheiro.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Bridgewater to throw it this time. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
49-yard line.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
The first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. You don't want nothing. Hey, you don't want to see me.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. Gets it to his running back, Cannon. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
He was taken down.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his target. That's more. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Panthers 17. Bears 7. Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Not much there, only a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Anthony Miller. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Trubisky to throw again. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Good job, good job.
I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Again, it's Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I would think that by now people are done underestimating Tariq Cohen because of his stature when they see him at about 5'6", 5'7". But he can do it all. He can run inside, run to the perimeter, but he also catches the ball really well out of the backfield. He had more receptions than carries last season. He kind of looks like Darren Sproles, who's been his inspiration as an NFL player. In 2018, Tariq Cohen was a Pro Bowler as well.
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. This is Miller. Complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
On the return, the Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Go, Mike 50, Mike 50. I got one.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And Anderson's got it. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
And 3 at the 40-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Out time, let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Kill.
To the air again with Bridgewater. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
By Bond.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
Rosa set to kick off.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for them. Circle around, press the ball. If you know, you know.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They go play action. Trubisky rolling to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat. And if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Gain of 11 on the play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing here, Trubisky. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards the pickup there.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run with Patterson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beef eaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. On their own side of the field, close to the 50, but their own side of the field, they only needed a couple of inches, and they were able to get it done.
And it doesn't matter whether you're a zone blocking team, a man blocking team, gap blocking, whatever you want to call it. When it's in this situation, it's really man on man, isn't it? Who's going to win the battle? And right there we saw it. At the point of attack, find enough yardage to pick up a first down. Give them credit for that one.
The connection made. It's Graham.
Trubisky
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, I haven't met an NFL player yet that doesn't use criticism as an edge, and Jimmy Graham has heard that a number of people think he's near the end of his career. And he didn't put up the numbers he should have put up in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers. I think he's going to play with a huge chip on his shoulder. Nice catch there, and he wants to show flashes of that form that he exhibited early in his career with New Orleans and Seattle.
For Jimmy Graham.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Trubisky's
give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now Trubisky. Open man there is Patterson, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 5.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Here's Trubisky to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds Montgomery, complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now it's Trubisky. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
For the Bears field goal of 25.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will tie things at 17 all. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Christian McCaffrey.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
On the carry. He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Bridgewater to throw it this time. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 40. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Robert Quinn. No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. And we're back now in Charlotte. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Throwing is Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of the time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting.
2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Being chased, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A gain of 32 that time. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Touchdown. David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, called it the 21.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. I'm going to run you over.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
By Buster Screen.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike Delta. What talking about? And bring it. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Switch up, switch up.
Throwing, Bridgewater. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now Bridgewater on 4th down. Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller. And the Bears will get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Buying time to his left, and it's incomplete.
Trubisky.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he'll find Hall. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And he finds Jimmy Graham.
Trubisky's pass.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
First down. Bears.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
That is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position, and obviously a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If they score a touchdown, great. But that's not what you're really playing for.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
A 4-yard.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And the Bears first down.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. But what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Bears, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.